We're moving to code 18. Good, 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 good. Challenges make you the SME, subject matter expert. Yes. I know this is a meeting and you're giving room to air your mind and all and all. That's why it's a meeting. That's why I call it a conclave. We do intelligent thinking, intelligent discussions, intelligent submissions, and all and all and all. So that's it. So code 18, we put it this way: challenges make you, make you the SME, the subject matter expert. Please, please, and please. We may differ in this, but reality, personally, as me, as a person, success don't really grow you. You don't grow in success. Success don't make you. Challenges make you. Yes, that's my personal opinion. It's in the midst of those challenges that success steps in. I'll repeat myself. Success don't make you. For me, which we discussed in the past, in the previous meetings, success attained at each point is just a goal attained. Yes. Challenges, for me, is the vision. So the more challenges you face and surmount and conquer, now gives you the number of success you've recorded, that those successes are simply your goals, and they don't make you. It's the challenges that make you. So if you must be a subject matter expert in any environment, in any field, in any area of your expertise, face the challenges. Face the challenges. As you keep surmounting the challenge, as you keep breaking the challenge, as you keep working on the challenges, naturally, you're becoming the subject matter expert in that area. Ask anyone here, ask anyone outside here, ask anyone who cares to tell you the truth, how they've been able to sustain and evolve despite the challenges, despite everything they face in their area of expertise. They simply face the challenges headlong. And that's what brought them to where they are. So your ability to face the challenges, has a whole lot to say about you. It's in the midst of those challenges that this word SME will make meaning. So if you can't face the challenges, forget about being an SME in your area of expertise. That's as simple as that. Forget about being an SME in that place that you've chosen to, focus for years. In fact, I've seen people that run away from where they have competence, their area of natural habitat, because of challenges. No way. No way. No way. That should not happen. That should not happen at all. The more the challenges, the more beautiful the environment. The more the challenges, more beautiful. In fact, create more challenges. Go for more. Bite more. Chew more. That's reality. The more the challenge, the beautiful it becomes, the better you come out. Use the gold processing analysis. The gold processing analysis. Go and check it out. The more you subject the gold through fire, the better the quality, the value of the gold. Yes. The more the fire, the better the gold comes out. And the price and the value increase in the market, in the global market. Think about it. Challenges refine you more. They won't kill you. Challenges refine you. So stop complaining about challenges, whether it is in the office, in your place of work, in your business, in every area. Stop complaining about challenges. Embrace it. It makes you the SME. That's simple reality. So if you must be A significant personality eats challenges, drink challenges, wear challenges, live with challenges. In fact, create more for yourself. If you've surmount every challenge around you, create more. They once asked Usain Bolt, he said he competes against himself. He wants to beat the record they have kept, because at that point he was the fastest man on earth as per recorded. So he was beating his own records. So he kept giving himself more challenges. He wasn't resting. Think about it. These are the codes that moves you from the normal human and takes you beyond the AI, where you become the significant personality. Go and check it out. Number 19, code 19. At this point, the word diversification will start making sense. You know, oftentimes we had the word multiple streams of income. Yeah, that sentence makes so much. I know some of us here have had, come around about it, and you've taught it and all that. Please, 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 don't break your head. I've seen younger ones. They say, I want to have multiple streams of income, this and this and this and this. Where are you multi-streaming it from? Where are you multi-streaming the income from? Where? Where? The reality is, there are two ways. Either you already made money from a particular point. Yes. And remember, for you to make that money, that will give you the capacity to invest in somewhere that will give you plenty money, it simply means that you had enough money to invest. So you are SME in that area. Do you understand it? So you must have taken that process to become an SME before you think of diversification. So either you diversify in your area of SME, or you invest in other people who are becoming SME in their businesses, so that you can have return on investment. But if we invest, I want to go and diversify in an area that you don't know, you're your own. You're simply calling for, closure. You're simply calling for bankruptcy. It's as simple as that. So it's either you invest in people who are SME in their areas, or you diversify when you become an SME in your area. That's simple truth. Don't do it anything below this, else you will lose the entire money. However, the generation will find ourselves, people will take the small one they have, the little they have, and diversify in an area they know nothing about. Because someone said, once you come in here, you become a trillionaire. And 6 months down the line, everything is gone. Please, don't be tempted. Please, don't be tempted to do this. I'm begging you, don't be tempted. You just take your time. Become the SME, or you invest in other SMEs. That's when you're sure there will be return on investment, not the one that you have dividend today, have tomorrow, next tomorrow is gone. No way. You will have generational dividend. There are people that are still eating the investment their father made today because they invested in SMEs, or they diversified by themselves when they became SMEs. And their children are still eating today. Please. This is a code that will ever keep you. These are natural, general knowledge. You can always get all this online, different types of streams of income, and the rest of it. All right. Code 20. Code 20 brings us to management consulting. Don't wake up tomorrow and tell me you're a management consultant when you've not passed through code 1 to code 19. I see a lot of young people. They wake up and say, I'm a management consultant. I also see a lot of old people. They wake up and say, I'm a management consultant. By the time you touch them, they know nothing about management consulting. Yes, you may be an expert. You're an engineer. You're a civil engineer. You're this engineer. You're just mention them. You're a teacher. You're a chemist. You're there. You're good. You're good in your area. That doesn't qualify you as a consultant. You're simply good in your I call it your area of expertise. Consulting has a process. As I speak to you, there are 12 most fundamentals you must know. When I mean fundamental basics, 12. And let me put it this way: before you get to that 12, you must go through the foundation of management consulting. From foundation, you go through intermediate level. From intermediate level, you go through the advanced level before you now get into the professional level. It's in that professional level, there are 12 basics in that professional level. After the 12, before you now start going into other areas. Total of them is about 20 something, about 20. I can't remember very well. But there are 12 basics. Remember, you need to do your basic level, intermediate level, and advanced level before you now go to the professional level. And all these are meant to equip you. And before this, you already are an expert in a particular area. Yes. So you don't just wake up and say, I'm a consultant because you lost your job somewhere. No way. Now, this has nothing to do with age as well. So someone can be 20 and is a consultant. Someone can be 30 and he or she is also a consultant. Someone can also be 15, is also a sound consultant. It's all about equipping yourself and having a direction of where you're going to. So if someone can choose at the age of 10, a parent can decide, okay, learn this, do this, and this young man or this woman have been working with a particular person in a particular field, and they become so good at the age of 15, they're already an SME in that field. And between 15, 16, 17, the person has been guided, those that have good mentors, superior mentors, wonderful mentors around them. They've been guided in the rudiments of consulting from the basic to intermediate to advanced and to the professional level. So at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, that person can give a global view of that his or her area of expertise as a management consultant. So it's not about age. It's about learning the ropes. So I want us to have a balance. It's not about age. It's about learning the ropes. Now, it doesn't end there when you've done the professional. Consulting alone, the consulting skills alone and tools, they are over 300 in number, professional level. Yes. So it's something you keep learning over and over. That's why in consulting, you don't stop learning. If you look at what we target, call it a healthy home for the legends. So it means that no matter the age you step into the consulting field as a management consultant, you will run it. You will run it for the rest of your life. It's one thing that will keep you relevant for the rest of your life. That is the power of consulting. Consulting will keep you relevant for the rest of your life. Consulting makes you evolve because you keep learning. As things are coming, remember, consultants live in the future. So you create the future. You create a trend. As a consultant, you are the one that will create like we're talking about humanoid. You are the one that will direct the flow of humanoid in your area of expertise. That's the power of this code 20. This is where legends, make the difference. Go and check anyone that is so good in his or her area of expertise. Go and check them. This is how they move. This is trajectory. This is how they move. This is how they move. Until become management consultant in that area. Even at the age of 100, people still go to meet them and ask them questions. And they don't lose touch. They don't lose touch with trends because they create the trends. So it has nothing to do with age. At the age of 120, you're still useful. At the age of 150, if you're still strong, you're still useful. Please. This code is very, very. The code 20 is just on its own. It starts on its own. This is the least you can do as a consultant. The minimum. The minimum. In consulting, there are so many areas of expertise. I won't go into that because I'm not doing consult. I'm not teaching management consulting. I just gave us a minimum of what you can do. Just a list of it, a small. From product launch and service launch to legacy and successful succession. For those of us within the African environment, successful succession has been a problem for Africa. You can count with wide standing number of businesses that have moved from generation 1 to early generation 5 in Africa. Whereas outside Africa, you see businesses that have run 17 generations, 20th generations. But Africa is Emeka and Sons, Yinka and Sons, Yusuf and Sons. Just like that. Once Yinka is gone, everything is gone. Code 21. Be the trend. Be the trend in your field of expertise, even as a legend and legacy, and setting up the legacy. In your field of expertise, be the trend. Be the trend. Put up the legendary and make it a legacy. Be the trend. Determine how it happens. Push it. Push it. Be the trend. Don't stop being the trend. Don't stop being the trend. Be the trend in your field. Be the trend. Code 22. Be the disruption. Yes. Keep restarting the system all over again and again and again in your field of expertise. Yeah. Once you become the SME, you can do anything. Once you become an SME in your field, you can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. Yes. At that level of SME, you can. If you watch, once immediately we hit SME, we move to diversification, consulting, disruption, legend, everything. Just trends. Just think about it. As an SME, you can do a whole lot. But my question is, how many of us who have the patience to grow to become SMEs? How many of us who have the patience to grow to become SMEs? Yeah. How many of us? At this level, you can reset, you can restart, you can refocus. As many times as possible. Just keep on doing it. Keep on changing things. However, even if you're not at this level, you can also restart yourself and refocus. With this knowledge, wherever you find yourself, you can start all over again. That's reality. Code 23. Stakeholder analysis. Stakeholder analysis. Stakeholder analysis. Evaluation and their engagement. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. You see, from code 1 to code 22, if you fail to understand stakeholder analysis, evaluation and engagement is a series we're also going to do. If you fail to understand it, forget it. From 1 to 22 will be messed up by stakeholders. Yes. Yes. Could want to, I mean, no matter you do, I mean, you are a legend, you are everything. But if you mess up with stakeholders, everything you've built in life will also be messed up. So we'll treat this separately. Very, very important. We'll move on. Three global stakeholders: the political folks, religious folks, and economic folks. Dominance in any of these folk will lead to global wealth creation. However, it can also be in the three of them. It can be in the political, it can be in the religious, it can also be in the economic. Yes, when we deal with stakeholders, we understand this better. But these are the three folks that rule the earth, and it's been there from beginning to date. It will not change. It will always remain. So you need to find yourself in one of them. And once you find yourself in one, the other two recognize you immediately. Immediately. We'll discuss this later in one of the meetings. Code number 24, which is the last code, empathy. Empathy. In the midst of all this, no matter how powerful you become, please learn empathy. No matter how powerful you become, learn what? Empathy. You're still dealing with human. Don't allow your success as you evolve from one success level to another. Don't allow it to get into your head. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Practice empathy. Practice empathy. Be humble. There is always a power above powers. There is always a power that is, no matter how powerful you think you are, there is always a power that is more supreme. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Be very, very humble. Before I open the floor for discussion, let me just close with this. Be the signpost. This is a call to leadership, a call to direction, a call to purpose. As individuals and organizations, rise beyond the confusion and become the voice of clarity in your professional environment. In every area you find yourself, be the guide, lead others, show the way forward. When others are lost, you show the way. In the world of noise, be the signpost of truth and direction. Don't wait for direction. Be the signpost that lead others forward. Stand firm, point clearly, and guide boldly. Learn a skill. Yes. Product or service. Learning a skill, product or service is different from knowing the same skill, the same product or the same service. Learning is good, but knowing is better. How do I know the skill or product or service? Serve faithfully with your skill, your product or service. Never jump the process. If you do, you will remain average for the rest of your life. Yes, this is not a curse. This is not bringing you down. This is not placing you below. This is the reality of life. Go and check those that jumped the process. They remain average. Yes, it's as simple as that. I don't care who will pray for you, because most of us in African setting, we so much believe in who will lay hands on you and pour anointing oil on you. I don't care who will do that. I don't care. I will see tomorrow. No matter, don't go and get to anybody to do it for you. If you like, go to Rome, let Pope lay hands and pour oil on you. The reality is this: if you jump the process, you're not growing. You're not going to grow. If you like, come from the richest family on earth, and they now bestow the head upon you. If you jump the process, you will mess up years of hard work by the past generations. Those that know the skills create wealth, while those that learn the skills feed from hand to mouth. That's simple as that. At the place of service, you have contacts, yes, recommendations, access, leverage, platforms, gain additional knowledge, and many more. This is what you can do with the knowledge of from knowledge to action. I expect you to start moving from now. There should be a mind shift. Start solving problems, create systems, build assets, be a solution to many and more life and their economic challenges waiting for your answers. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Wealth is not a destination. It's just a journey of value creation, multiplication, and their purpose. You are not just here to survive. I will tell you this word. You're not just here to survive. You are here to create, build, and lead. That simple reality. At this point, questions, at this point, answers, at this point, feedbacks. The floor is open for our contribution. The floor is open for everyone. Let's get into our areas of thought. Please. Dubem, you already open? Yeah, go ahead, Dubem. Hello, Dubem, can you hear me? Okay, please, someone else can take up. The floor is open, please. What's your contribution to humanity today for the week? Go ahead. Remember the process. Please raise your hand. Raise your hand, please. Remember, each second is passing, and each second should be productive. Each second should be productive. So I need those responses. Who is breaking the ice for us? Madam Karen, you've not contributed for 2 weeks now. Please, I need to hear that voice again. Break the ice for us.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, dear.
How are you? Good
I'm
morning,
good.
everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. Can you please go back to, excuse me, code 20?
Code 20, beautiful. Good.
Thank you, sir. So this code really struck me, and I want to quickly give an example. Management consulting, a healthy home for the legends. I have 2 colleagues. I work in the humanitarian space. I have 2 colleagues who, one was like he's a techie, he's IT savvy, and he outgrew his position, even got tired, but he just stayed on because of the salary, right? And same for me, salary has a way of just keeping you comfortable. So he stayed on, and then after a while, a position became available for him to go international. And he was trying to resign from his job. So I remember colleagues, even HR, they were convincing him not to leave his position. Well, how can you leave your position for a temporary post and all that? But he had a bigger vision, which of course people couldn't understand at the time. So he left, he went to Switzerland, stayed for some years, and the guy has just gone viral. Like he's stepping out of his comfort zone. He met a lot of opportunities abroad. He went back to school, did a second master's, made a lot of contacts, and he came back at the end of the consulting because it was for a limited duration.
Yeah.
And from what he made a lot of money, he was earning in dollars, and he was earning a crazy fee. And then he came back and said, Karen, I don't want another job. I'm just going to keep being a consultant.
Beautiful.
And the demand for him, because when you're in the workplace, you're limited by policies, rules, regulations, and all that. Now he has his own time to himself. He's able to come up with products, services, having meetings, and all that. The UN is trying to get him back to join, but he's saying he doesn't want to come back as an employee. He wants to be a consultant.
Wow.
Yes, he has seen the beauty of consulting.
Wow.
So yes. And I spoke to him a few days ago because I hadn't spoken to him in a while, and I was like, "Oh, you've been quiet." He said, "I'm working on a lot of things. I have a lot of meetings. I have a lot of products." He started telling me things he's working on. I said, "Please, we need to meet for lunch, or even if it's coffee or drinks, let's meet." Because I want to also, segue into consulting. But, salary just keeps you stuck. And the guy is so good. He said he cannot find himself working again for anyone. Then same day, I spoke to another colleague who has veered into consulting too. And his was a tricky one because he segued into consulting through COVID. He left my organization, worked for a few other organizations, and gained a lot of experience. The guy is solid. And the first guy works in IT, this second guy works in information management, which is data analysis, data management.
Yeah.
So, and he's so good. This guy is so good. First of all, his background was computer science, then he veered into data analysis.
Yeah.
So, from what Dr. Nelson is telling us, these two guys are sort of in line with what is to come. They're taking a lot of courses, building themselves and all that. So I spoke to this other guy, and he's now consulting with ECOWAS. They take him to different countries. The other day, he traveled to Asia. He went and stayed in Thailand on his own. He just wanted to tour Asia. They gave him work to do. He took himself, went to stay in Asia, was working. And while he was there, he said people were reaching out to him to say, oh, they've heard of him from this person, they've heard of him from that person. When he's back in Nigeria, they would like to have meetings with him. Now he too is telling me his schedule is booked. He's booked till the end of the year.
Sure.
So management consulting is indeed a healthy home for the legends. It's a place where once you've mastered, like what Dr. Nelson has said, you have to become a subject matter expert, an SME, to thrive as a consultant. And these two guys have done it. Yeah. They've cracked the code. In fact, they're ahead of the time. When they heard that the system is laying people off because the Trump administration has hit us badly, some organizations are losing as many as 500 staff, 1,000 staff globally, And when I called this second guy, he was laughing. He said, so how are you managing with the situation that we saw this coming many years ago and we stepped away? He was just joking about it. So he said, we want to create a support system for people where you come and wail to us and we support you. We were laughing about it, but it was making so much sense. And you know the funny thing, when he said it, I was like, you're mocking us now. Then when we were talking, I then said, please, can we have a session with you? Because in addition to my work, I'm the staff representative of my organization. Okay. So I said, please, can I set up a meeting with you? You come and talk to us, tell us about the world outside of full-time employment. What is it like as a consultant? He said, okay, that he's available. Anytime I'm ready, I should let him know. He now said, that means this my support group that we're talking about. It will really work now, that this way you're calling me. So they've seen ahead of the times, and they're way ahead of the curve. They've left the system. They're not bothered by what we are bothered by, saying, we're going to be out of job. They're not bothered by it because they got into consulting years ahead, So this is something that we should take very seriously. Let's become subject matter experts. And another thing that I really want to emphasize is the use of AI and technology in general. A lot of us are stuck on it, and it's something that will come to bite us in the ass if we're not careful. Pardon my French, but it's the reality. It will come to bite us in the ass if we don't start to get ourselves updated in how to use data, how to manage AI, and so on and so forth. So this is the time to work on yourselves. Now, between now and the end of the year, try to see what the gaps are and where you can improve yourself.
Right.
And not only improve yourself, apply yourself accordingly. These are my few words. As I'm saying it to you, I'm speaking to myself, because it's the reality. In the organizations, and what Dr. Nelson, what you said is very correct. A time will come when the AI will begin to track our productivity. We're already seeing it. Everything is going digital. They'll tell you clock into work, clock into your email, clock into this, clock it. It's tracking you. It's tracking your productivity. My phone even tracks how often I check it, how many times, how many hours I've spent on it in the day, whether I've had a productive day. My emails, I get email because there's something I subscribed to about 2 years ago, and it tells me sometimes it will tell me, oh, you need to have a break, or oh, you've not really been on your computer, you've not really been checking your email. It tells me this, so indeed it's true. And these are things that we should really focus on and improve ourselves and get your hands dirty in consulting right now so that you in the coming years you're in line with what is coming up. Thank you and over. Thank you, Dr. Nelson.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is practical. I mean, I don't have anything to add to this. That's just simple reality. To those of us that have ear, let us hear. Thank God you came for this conclave this morning. These are realities. If you want to live above the humanoid, be SME in your area. From SME, become the consultant, live in the future. It's as simple as that. Thank you, Madam Karen. Anytime you come on board, there's this new lights, there's this new energy you're bringing. I'm really, 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 thankful to that. And I know that everyone here will also appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Dr. T, go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is it morning from your side or is it afternoon?
Good afternoon from my end.
Okay.
My day is fast spent.
You're welcome.
Yes. It's always good to be in the midst of great minds like this. Management consulting and embodiment of labor as it concerns this era that we are discussing. Yeah. Consulting is good, AI is good. There is something that we are forgetting, which is machine in the next 30 years won't take all our jobs.
Not at all.
Because there is what we call embodiment of labor.
Yeah.
And when you talk about embodiment of labor, you still need human to operate the machine.
Yeah.
You still need human to build the program in which the robot will operate from.
Yeah.
You still need the machine. You still need human to talk about the cognitive reasoning. You still need human to talk about the physical labor that the machine needs to do. I'm in a country where AI is 100% applied. And I keep telling you, it's something that you can verify. You can even Google it as we are talking. It is a sector that every developed country have not been able to utilize AI fully in it, which is in the care sector. Because you still need human 100% in that sector. And that is why you keep seeing them. You see our brothers going to the UK, Canada. The first contact is care job. Factory, the manufacturing factory, they still have a whole lot of need for humans, whereby the menial work are not done by machine outside packaging and production, where you have the robot doing it, but you still need the machine to operate, to set the alignment, to set so that there will be no defect in it. So there is a current study that we are doing on embodiment of labor and the era of this AI in that aspect. Now in consulting, you have to keep learning and unlearning because you don't know where you'll be needed tomorrow.
Sure.
And I give you an instance. When I came to where I am, I started as a carer, started a care job because you have to come into the system with a lot of work. But I came from Nigeria loaded. I'm a consultant, an A1 consultant, good in my field. But a situation needs to present itself before you can come in with global certification. So at work, we passed a form to fill for audit. And I spotted something. And I wrote back to the management that this is where problem will lie, audit will not go through. And the CEO called me and he was like, are you a consultant? I say, yes. He said, in what area? I say, management. It's okay, we need a business development manager. Can you forward your CV? Let me look at it. And when I did that, he looked at the consulting I have done. And one of them that stood out was learn to leave business school.
Wow. Wow.
And he was like, oh, wow, this position, come in, fill it in. You are our business development manager.
He didn't tell me this one, no.
It's just happened. You are just entering your Monday.
Yeah.
So it's already my own Monday. Yeah.
Okay.
So you remember telling you I'm going for a meeting that day?
Yes,
on Saturday?
you said you discussed something. Yes.
Good. So now, consulting is the new oil well out here. But the question is, are you building yourself in line with the trend? Are you evolving with it, or you are trending? There's a difference between evolving with trend and you are trending.
Yes.
And I give you an instance. You go to somebody, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, they have 1 million followers. In that 1 million followers, how many contacts does a person have? Who are his target audience? Are the people in that area in line with what he's doing? If you look at my LinkedIn, I don't have anybody less than in management consulting level in my LinkedIn. I'm sorry, if you send me a connection request, I don't accept you to build my network. I look at, are you in the same area of what I'm doing before I accept you? That is being deliberate about my network. And that's being about my own trend. Because whatever you do, LinkedIn help you to reach your connect with it as you are going in it. So in essence, if you don't build yourself in line with what AI is bringing, a lot of people will be out of their jobs. Like 0.1% of this have not been utilized in developing nations. All you keep seeing now is people copying from ChatGPT for their projects, for the email they're writing to the organization, the messages they're writing. The main aspect of AI have not been utilized. Even 5% of it, that we needed. So you see that consultants are the one giving AI a run for what is made up for. Because you still need a consultant that will tell you, oh, in you developing a business plan, this is the way it should be done. And if you're an expert in your field, for example, ask ChatGPT a question, you notice that it's telling you a wrong thing.
Yes, you're right.
You will notice that a lot of things is telling you is zero. That is because what you know, that's what they call machine language. It's human that will write the program at the end of the day. So you still need the human to still write that program for it to function very well. So in essence, let us embrace embodiment of labor in the area of management consultant. And I'm glad that Learn to Live is offering one of the lowest price when it comes to management consultant. The truth is, as I'm talking to you, if you are calling me for any management something, we will talk about $3,000 before I can look at you. That's the bill.
Yeah.
Before I invoice you my invoice, before we can talk anything further. But it is from this same Learn to Live with I beg. They were even begging for people to come and learn from it. That I got this thing from. So please let us strive in everything that we are doing to be an expert in our field, especially management consulting, whether in the health sector, whether in the engineering, whether in the social work environment, or whatever. You need a management consultant.
Mm.
And today, look at how courses are deriving their names from management.
Yes.
You have what we call healthcare management now. You have health economy today. You have project management that cut across in engineering, civil engineering, mechanical, and the rest of it today. So it is something that we have to embrace it fast. And we have to unlearn and relearn because the system out here is totally different. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. These two of you have really fed us. This is called feeding. And this month, this is the best time to hear this. This will be the last session for the month. At the same time, the last session for the 6 months of the year. So by the next time we're going to meet, we are meeting in the second half of the year. So please sit down and do a drawing. Am I subject expert? Am I SMB in my area? If not, what should I do? Give yourself time. It may be 1 year, it may be 2 years, it may even be 10 years. Yes. Give yourself time, groom yourself. At the same time, when you already know that I'm not just going to be subject matter expert, I'm at the same time working to become a management consultant, not just a management consultant, and evolving. I love that word. Both of them kept using it. Evolving. Not that you're trending today, tomorrow you're not trend. No. Be the trend. Create the trend by yourself. Be the trend by yourself. That's simple reality. That is simple reality. Be the trend by yourself. Are we going to lose our jobs? We will not lose our jobs. We will still need human beings. Two of them emphasized on it. Computer is just a program written by a human being like you. All we are asking you is that become the human being that will control the computer. That's all. Don't be the human being that the computer will control. Don't be the human being that AI will control. I mean, you see how two of them are just sounding. The world needs you. But the you that the world needs is not the you we are looking at now. It's the you that will solve the problem for the world. That's reality. If you that we are seeing move to the you that will solve global challenges, automatically, they will call on you. Go ahead, Madam Karen.
Yes, thank you, sir. I just want to speak a little bit about, just very quickly, about originality in the midst of AI.
Yes.
I find that a lot of people borrow from AI. For instance, they put in a prompt, right? Maybe you're asked to write a paper or a speech or something, and they put it in. And when it comes out, they don't edit, you know? A lot of times you can, when you read something, you can even tell if you're a good writer, if you have, experience in certain fields, you can tell if it was written by AI. The tone, the language, that human element most times is missing. So I just want to tell people that as much as we want to rely on AI, don't use it completely, especially if you call yourself a consultant. Why? Because there are also applications that can be used to check how much of AI was used in your writing. I have a friend who I was talking with, and we were talking about something. He said he gave somebody something to do for him, and the person, he engaged the person and paid them. But it's the same guy. In fact, the second guy, the information management expert, he said he gave somebody something to do for him because the workload was too much on him. And the person just went and fed AI and brought it back to him. He said he discovered it. I said, did you pay the person? He said, yes, he had already paid him, but he had to let him go, because he discovered the guy was using AI and it wasn't to his taste or to his standard. So as much as we want to use AI, let's not be completely dependent on it. As the other speaker has even said, AI it still needs that human element. You still need to read through. Like I remember I'm doing a second master's, and there was something they said, somebody brought a document, and when I was reading, I was like, this document is not reading well. To me, the flow is lacking. Can I edit it? And they said, okay, go ahead. And I edited more than like 70% of the document. Wow. Because the language was just too, I don't know how to put it, but there was no flow. You know, I told them, let's not go and put something that we cannot defend. You know, let us time to read and edit. So it's just to emphasize, please, that when people are using AI, don't rely on it completely. Still take your time. You can read it and rewrite the document to your own taste. And it's just to give you some ideas, to give you some level of structure, but it's not to be relied on completely, so that people do not lose that element of writing. My father is a consultant. He's been a consultant for years now. He got his doctorate when he was like 30. He has like many years of experience. He retired and still came back to the consulting field.
Yeah.
And we were discussing the other day. He was a lecturer before he went into oil and gas.
Yeah.
And I was asking him, I said, how do we retain the authenticity of writing if we're relying on AI? He said he uses it, but he just reads it to give himself some level of inspiration and structure, but he doesn't rely on it for his presentations and the papers he writes. So please, let's keep that at the back of our minds, because I find AI is also making people very lazy and not creative in their production of documents and so on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Like I said, we've had enough for today. That's simple truth. From these two brands. Let me call them brands. These are brands on their own. We've had enough. Take up these thoughts. In this current economic generation, people don't pay for ideas. Yes, they don't pay for products. They don't pay for services. They don't pay for values. They don't pay for solutions. They pay for impact. Using what two of them have said, if you don't make impact in people's life, they will not retain you. This guy went and used AI without bringing in the human element into it and did a job and submitted. The consultant doesn't have time to go to court or query him, but he has been delisted. Not only delisting, for the rest of his life, he'll be using the guy as a bad reference. So this younger generation, I think they are smart. No problem. Go and copy AI, give us. Think you will not know. Use your human element. Make the mistakes. It's better. And correct it. Please, make impact in people's life. And at the point of making impact, you will keep evolving, you will keep getting better, and more business will come your way. Thank you for today. Let's meet again next Monday, 5 a.m. Please share this opportunity to others. Let them know. We have a WhatsApp group where you can also join the WhatsApp group so you can get the prompt earlier. Because time will come, we'll not be sharing it online again. And we will change this link. This particular link we're using, over time, we're going to change it. The conclave will now remain in-house. Yes. After the back of your mind. This is just the beginning part of it. Thank you to everyone that listened, contributions and everything. Go outside there and succeed. Remember, go with this. Be the subject matter expert, and the world will call for you. See you next time, Monday, 5 a.m. Nigerian time. Thank you. Be fruitful. Be successful. Hit your goals and your aspirations.